That's what I didn't like about it. It was, they called and said they would not renew my contract. And we said, well, when did you decide this? Yesterday.
Tom Jones is a famous Welsh singer, musician, and actor. The career of this successful singer started in the mid-1960s when he released a string of top 10 hits. In 1966, Tom won a Grammy Award for Best New Artist. Then in 1989, he received an MTV Video Music Award. The singer has also won 2 Brit Awards and was appointed an officer of the OBE in 1998. Queen Elizabeth II knighted him. In 1970, Tom won a Golden Globe Award for Best Actor. He also has a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, and in 2017, Tom received a Bambi Award in the category Legend.
And my son and my daughter-in-law, who are also my managers, and Mark, my son, he said, look, if you don't sing, you'll die.
If you enjoy these videos, please remember to hit the like button, as it does help us out a lot. And comment below who your favorite celebrity is that you'd love to see in an upcoming video. His full name is Sir Thomas Jones Woodward, but is also known as Tiger and Tom Jones. He was born on June 7, 1940 in Treforys, Pontypridd, Glamorgan, Wales, making him 80 at the time of this production. He stands at 1.77 meters or 5 feet 9 inches tall. The actor insured his chest hair for $7 million back in 2008. In 1967, a woman in the audience threw a pair of knickers on him during a concert at the Copacabana Club in New York. The singer disliked it and said that it deflected attention from his voice. When his wife gave birth to Mark, Tom was 16 years old. The singer did not go to the maternity hospital because Tom was on the night shift at a local factory. His uncle had once told him, "Let people see what you're singing about." And from the earliest concerts, the singer would pick a young lady in the audience and sing a love song directly to her. He would pretend like she was the only girl in the room. His favorite performer was Jerry Lee Lewis, and he first saw him in a concert in Cardiff. After the concert ended, Tom saw Jerry leaving in a limo and jumped into a taxi to follow his hero. Eventually, he jumped out of the taxi at a traffic light and asked for an autograph. His least favorite singer was Cliff Richard. Tom has said that he hated singing the young ones at the local dance halls, even though his band loved playing this song. Moreover, Tom also hated his misshapen nose. His nose had been broken several times in fights. Tom was offered to star in the movie titled The Stud. However, he turned it down because there were too many F words in the script. In March 1957, he got married to Linda, who was born in 1941 as Melinda Rose Trenchard. The pair remained married until Linda passed away in April 2016. In 1957, their son named Mark Woodward was born. It's worth mentioning that Tom and Linda stayed married despite several well-publicized infidelities. The singer has admitted he had sex with up to 250 groupies each year at the peak of his fame. He had affairs with several famous women, such as former Miss World Marjorie Wallace, television host Charlotte Laws, and Mary Wilson. In 2008, Cassandra Peterson revealed in an interview that she lost her virginity to Tom. One of his affairs resulted in the birth of a son. He had a brief relationship with Catherine Berkey in 1987. Catherine later discovered that she was pregnant, and a U.S. court ruled in 1989 that Tom was the father of that boy. Initially, Tom denied the findings of the court before eventually admitting in 2008 that he was actually the father of this boy, who was named Jonathan Berkery. However, the singer has shown no interest in meeting Jonathan.
And then we did, and we opened in Hampton Court in June, I think it was. So then I did a tour, all through the summer. And
Tom was born to Thomas Woodward and Frida Jones. His father was a coal miner who died in 1981, and his mother died in 2003. Let me tell you that 3 of Tom's grandparents were English. The singer went to Wood Road Infant School and later attended Wood Road Junior School. Then he started attending Pontypridd Central Secondary Modern School. Tom was interested in music at an early age and started singing during his childhood. Tom has said that he would regularly sing at weddings, school choir, and family gatherings. However, he didn't like school or sports. When Tom was 12 years old, he was diagnosed with tuberculosis. The singer has said that he spent 2 years in bed recovering, and it was the worst time of his life. The early influences of this musician include Jerry Lee Lewis, Elvis Presley, Brooke Benton, Jackie Wilson, Solomon Burke, and Little Richard. Then in 1957, he got married to Linda and started finding jobs to support his young family. Tom worked in a glove factory and later found a job in construction. He became the lead singer of the band titled Tommy Scott and the Senators back in 1963. The band recorded a few songs with producer Joe Meek in 1964, however, they couldn't get the attention of any record label. Gordon Mills saw Tom's performance and took him to London. During that same year, Tom signed with Decca and released his debut single titled Chills and Fever. Then he released the single titled It's Not Unusual, which helped him gain international fame. Tom became a celebrity and was invited to The Ed Sullivan Show. Then in 1968, the singer released several hit songs and started his TV show called This Is Tom Jones in 1969. Throughout the 1970s, he traveled across the globe and released many hit singles such as The Young New Mexican Puppeteer and Till. He signed with Interscope Records in 1993 and released an album titled The Lead and How to Swing It. He released the hit album titled Praise and Blame in 2010. 2 years later, he became the judge of The Voice UK. He first played a lead role in 1979 in the TV film titled Pleasure Cove. Since then, he's appeared in Mars Attacks, Playhouse Presents, and Raquel. In January 2021, the singer announced that he will soon release an album titled Surrounded by Time. During his career, Tom has sold more than 100 million records and had 36 top 40 hits in the UK, as well as 19 top 40 hits in the US.
Over the years, but it hasn't lost anything. You know, because sometimes people singers get older and their vibrato slows down.
Right.
But thank God mine hasn't. No.
Tom has primarily accumulated his net worth from music, TV, and film. Back in 2001, he reportedly earned $14 million from his various endeavors. Then in 2005, he made $294 million from tours and royalties. In 2012, he was a judge on The Voice and earned $436,000. His total earnings that year were $235 million. The total net worth of Tom Jones is $300 million. Back in 1976, he, along with Linda, purchased a mansion in Los Angeles for $500,000. Then in 1998, they sold the house to Nicolas Cage for more than $6 million. Previously, they owned a villa in the Mulholland Estates neighborhood of Los Angeles. The villa covers more than 8,000 square feet, and the pair purchased it for $2.65 million back in 1998. After Linda died, Tom sold the property for $11.28 million. Then he moved to London and currently lives at his house there. Tom Jones owns the following cars: a Rolls-Royce Silver Shadow, a Rolls-Royce Phantom, a Bentley Continental GT, a Jaguar Saloon,